Where's my sage?
I only have 25 more seconds to hide, and if they find me, they shoot me.
Oh, you better hide.
And we split up with walkie-talkies.
Okay, just keep it low because I'm working. Need to put this on something so it doesn't melt. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. My energy's feeling really, really good today. But I'm going to talk on a topic that's going to agitate people. Because it's what I do. I get people out of their comfort zone. One of my jobs. But while I do that, before I start talking, I'm going to burn a little sage. Because we all need a little cleansing. With everything going on social media. All my negativity from yesterday's video. I am woosad. My kids are playing hide-and-go-seek with Nerf guns. So if they find each other, they shoot each other in the ass. So you'll see kids running around. But I wanted to talk on something. It has a lot to do with politics, but it's the deeper meaning of politics. It's not emotional based, like most people are posting about, with not even just Trump. We've seen this with everyone. We've seen Obama haters. We've seen freaking Bush haters. This is just how it goes. There's always two sides. There's always anti and pros. And then there's us stuck in the middle that are neutral. You know what I mean? That are actually all about the information more than we are actually about fitting in to everybody else's emotion based on the person. I'm one to admit that with Trump's aura, I do read a narcissist, an egotistical person. This is not a lie. We see this. You know what I mean? But I'm also one to click the dots together and figure out why he does the things he does or why he even decided to run for office and all of this stuff. That's what I focus on. Not my personal hate towards him. But a lot of people seem to forget, yes, this man tends to have emotional tantrums more than logical thinking. And that's his main problem. Okay? And he can be a little ignorant at times. But the 5D picture, and maybe this is not even 5D. Maybe this is just connecting the dots of 4D or 3D. But this man, hey, lower your mouth. This man has gave us a tax cut, dropped the unemployment rate, is thinking of giving us another tax cut, and is paying off the Chinese debt that we owe. The trillions of dollars, so that we don't become Chinese and they don't own us. Actually paying it off and actually standing up to our government. And people, of course, they're going to hate him for it. But I'm starting to realize this design here, okay? I'm starting to notice that there's a connection. We had Kennedy, one of my favorite presidents personally, because he had the balls to try to expose it and warn us about this stuff, about what's going on right now, okay? Kennedy, it was exposing our American intelligence. He was against the American intelligence. He was against the Federal Reserve. He was against anything that he knew had control over this country. And because he was starting to connect the dots, they assassinated him. Later on, his son was also going to run for president and got killed in an airplane crash. The same time Hillary Clinton was, coming into the picture of things. Hillary Clinton is the fucking mafia. She don't like you, you're getting killed. It's just the way it is. There's too many patterns of that shit. You know what I mean? With the Clintons. So, what makes you think that Hillary Clinton didn't have anything to do with Junior's death on the airplane? Same thing with Aaliyah. A lot of people think Aaliyah's death was set up by the industry. And a lot of people are even coming up with the theory that Beyonce had something to do with it. Because if Aaliyah was still alive, Beyonce wouldn't be the queen bee, if that makes sense. So what makes you think that this sadistic shit really, is not connected. In not just Hollywood, but also your politicians. Jackie shot him. How did she shoot him if she was next to him and his brains blew up in front of his wife? Okay? If that was me, I'd probably be in a mental institution if my husband got shot right next to me. That's one. Okay? But back to what I was saying. Trump was really close friends with the Kennedys. Really close friends. Actually, kind of like besties. Okay? And a lot of people want to dismiss that whole important result in order to come up with connecting the dots why he ran for office. Why would he run for office? Presidents don't make that much. Okay? They don't make millions of dollars like NFL players or basketball players or any of that. He's a billionaire. So why else would he run for president if it wasn't for money? It's not money. We know that, right? And it's not really for fame because he already had that with all his Trump towers and shit. So what makes you not think that maybe he's not in office to actually continue what Kennedy was trying to expose? Maybe he's not doing it right because he's an emotional mess more than a logical thinker. But at the same time, it makes you think he's against American intelligence. They want him for treason. Kennedy committed treason. He was against American intelligence. Nobody says nothing about the Kennedy doing it. But of course, everybody wants to stir up hate because he's doing the same thing. That makes me think maybe he is doing it for the sake of the death of the Kennedys. Does anybody ever think about that? The fact that his dear friend was killed. The fact that he ran against Clinton and Clinton was running against Junior. And all of a sudden Junior dies. And now she's trying to run for office now when she was running with Trump. And he's a dear friend of the Kennedys. It's all connected. This is all connected. This man, like I said, I cannot stand his aura. The person he is. I'm not pro-Republican, pro-Democrat. I haven't voted ever in my life because I've never supported politicians because I know what the system's about. But at the same time, we got to be neutral beings. We can't get our emotions caught up to ruining friendships and soul tribes and all of that because of this stupid distraction. And that's what a lot of people are doing. A lot of spiritualists are going against each other because of politicians when we should know already that this is the main distraction. Okay? I'm probably going to get unfriended for this just because I took his side. All right? That tells you that these people still have a lot of growing to do in their awakening and in their spirituality. If you're actually going to be the type to pick a side before you get any kind of information from both sides of the Trump, I read Trump, both sides of the fence. You have to get all your info before you pick a side. I'm a Hispanic. This man doesn't like Hispanics. You think I wasn't offended when he said certain things he said? But also, I learned that when he said we were all criminals and rapists and all of that, he was actually directing that to MS-13. Why are we defending MS-13? Can y'all go over there, please? Y'all gonna ruin my concentration, please. Thank you. Why are we defending them? They're one of the most sadistic gangs we have in the United States. They are. Okay? They don't mind slicing you from ear to ear just because you own like 20 bucks. So that's actually what he was really referring to. The only thing I don't understand is if you're going to deport immigrants that have a record, why are you deporting immigrants that don't have a record also? That's the only thing I don't get about him. That's the only thing I don't get that he's doing. But everything else, I understand why he's doing what he's doing. I understand why he's going against, our own country when it comes to American intelligence. Y'all want to trust the FBI and CIA, but they're the ones that discredit your awakening. This is what I don't understand about you guys. You guys are protecting American intelligence, but they're against you as a spiritualist, as an awakened being, as the 99%, they're against you. So why are you getting mad that this man committed treason? Don't you know how many presidents committed treason? Do you hear anything about that? Are they dwelling it in your media? This is the only man where the Democrats spend more time trying to demolish his image than actually doing something for the states that they're running. Did you see Detroit? Did you see California now? All Democratic states. They're busy focusing on destroying this man and not helping the states. So why are we doing the same thing? Why are we trusting media? We never trusted them before. We never trusted them before. Now because they're shitting on somebody's being, we're now trusting them. It doesn't make sense. You guys are stuck in your emotion and not in your logical thinking or your facts, okay? Like I said, he's a nasty person. He doesn't like people who are different than him. He's also not a white supremacist, so people need to stop saying that. Because he actually mentioned and discredited them a lot of times in speeches, okay? No, he's like, I'm not part of that, so don't make me part of that. He said it a lot of times. He's not doing nothing about it, which is a problem. But at the same time, he's busy focusing on our debt. Like I said, we don't want to start speaking Chinese and being owned by them, correct? And we're trillions of dollars in debt, thanks to other presidents before him. And he's trying to fix that debt. He also cut taxes, like I said. Unemployment rates went up. So now the hood, they can find jobs a little bit easier. It's still hard, but a little bit easier. Okay? Okay, that whole frozen foods welfare thing. I didn't understand that either, because I'm like, what if somebody's allergic, or what if they're vegan? You know what I mean? But at the same time, like I said, he does things with emotion, not logic. And that's why he comes off wrong. He says shit wrong. He says shit in ways where people can take it to their own concept. Like an open meaning, if that makes sense. Just like your Bible, how people can take like the words and make it their own. That's how Trump talks. And sadly, a lot of people in this community are all about their emotion. And in all reality, we're supposed to have control of our emotion. We're supposed to be logical thinkers. Especially us. This is what I don't understand. Like, so many people are mad at this man for going against the CIA and the FBI. But those are the ones that have been against us since day one. We've been exposing them since day one. We've been doing everything in our power to teach people the design of the government. And this man is against this government. And you guys are like, oh, fuck him. He's evil. If you guys are friending him or supporting him, like, unfriend me now. You're immature. You're immature. And you're not awake. Because somebody else's belief should be respected just like you want yours respected, correct? So all of a sudden you're cutting ties with people that you actually have things in common with and that help you grow just because they see from the other side of the fence. They're not seeing what you're seeing, so you're like, all right, well, we're not friends no more. You sound like children. You sound like children because somebody doesn't agree with you. All of a sudden, you're going to have a tantrum and cut them out of your life? How are you awake at all? How are you not blindfolded or, what's the word, easily distracted? Or how are you not falling for the scheme of things? You are. You're falling for the hate. You're falling for the scheming. You're still spreading hate. So you really think you're doing something by being like promoting all the time anti-Trump shit? You're not. Because you're letting him invade your fucking conscience. If you're pro or against, you're still letting him invade you. Try to get information. Knowledge is power. And that's in everything. And that's in every side. So get your knowledge from both sides. And then you decide, okay, well, I understand this, but I don't understand this. But why did he do this? This is how you're supposed to think as a conscious being. Not picking sides because the media says, he said this, and he said this, and he said, grab this vagina. You think he's the only man that ever grabbed a vagina? Think about it. No, he's not. You think he's the only one that's cheated on his wife? Y'all forgot Bill Clinton got head? This is what I'm talking about. You guys are using things to use as a hate crime thingy, but at the same time, everybody else has done it before him. And it's like, I'm starting to understand him because I'm seeing the more I see anti-Trump shit on my page, the more I'm starting to realize society wants you to hate him, just like society wanted you to hate Kennedy. Yeah. Kennedy was wanted for treason too. This is what I'm trying to tell you. There's a bigger picture to what you're seeing. There's a connection here. He's the biggest asshole in the world. He's a billionaire. I don't know one billionaire that's not a little stuck up, or a little ignorant, or a little racist. This is what wealthy think like. This is all wealthy, not just Trump. We are against the wealthy, as the 99%. But you're letting all these distractions and medias and photoshops and memes and all of this shit literally bring you to a low vibration. It's ridiculous. I just saw a meme of Putin putting his inside Trump's ass. This is what I saw. But nobody did that about the other presidents who met Putin, right? Putin got stuff on Trump. Putin got stuff on everybody. This man is literally like an intuition, freaking strong, intelligent man. Putin's not dumb. How do you think he always has leverage over everybody? Blackmail. Oh, I got this from you, and we got it on tape, and, all of this stuff. That's how Putin works. That's how business works. Okay? That's how you become the boss. And a lot of people don't realize politicians, they're all trying to get on that top boss status. Always trying to knock Putin down. But Russians, they don't quit, yo. They're one of the most stubborn people in the world. They will not quit. And this is why Putin's a threat. We should be happy that he's making America and Russia get along so we don't get into war with each other. Do you understand that we are the two biggest armies, right? Imagine a war. Do you know how much damage that would do to Gaia? You know how much damage that would do to us? And y'all mad because he's making us be neutral with Russia? What happened to common sense? It's like y'all want World War III. Y'all want it. Yeah, let's blow up. And then when it actually happens, you're going to blame him for it. But yet you're blaming him now for making it neutral. So anything this man does, people are shitting on it. He blinks, you shit on it. He's not holding his wife's hand, you shit on it. Like I said, he is a narcissist. His wife is not. As you can tell, she's not in love with the man. She don't like holding his hand. She don't like kissing him in public. But he also has leverage over her. She's not really American. He could always send her back on the boat. You know what I mean? Just like he's doing to everybody else. So, yeah, it is a power thing. It's a power mentality. But there is always connections. Always connections. Okay? And I think this man is trying to continue Kennedy's legacy of what he was trying to do before he got assassinated. Because Kennedy Jr., before he died, even said if Trump ever ran office, he would actually try to neutralize the Democratic and the Republican Party. But since the Democratic Party refuses to have shit exposed or leaked, they're against him, and they're getting society against him, and now everybody's anti-Trump. So actually, him trying to do his job, we're making it harder for him. We're making it harder for America to actually be better. It can't be great. It's never been great. But we can fix some things. You know what I mean? We got a lot of issues in this country. So instead of bashing or, lowering your vibration for a being that even doesn't know you exist, is dropping you off the spiritual ladder. It's dropping you off your growth ladder, and it's dropping you off from your ascension. You're staying in a low vibration. Okay? You are. And yes, he's hated by the world. So was Kennedy. So were the Kennedys. They were. They were all hated by the world. But they were truth. And that's what us as awakened beings want, is truth all the time, correct? We are honest people. This is part of the path. No more lying. This is the truth. They are friends. They were friends. So, to always spend time all day finding memes about Trump or talking shit about Trump or any of that, you're just distracting yourself. You're not focusing on what you're supposed to focus on, which is yourself. You're supposed to focus on your life, bettering yourself, bettering your mentality, because we still have to learn to control the mind, which is not an easy process. That takes years to do. But instead, we're falling for every distraction, politician and everything, that we're actually neglecting the fact that we're supposed to be learning to be peace within. How do you want to be peace within, but you're spreading hate? How? It's contradicting. You can't say, I want peace on earth. I want to be humble. I want to be, all of this. I want to walk like the ascended masters, but you're spreading hate. None of them ever did that to anybody. So let it go. Let it go. Let the man do his job. All right. Let him finish his term. Okay. And then we'll see how much America has changed or not. And the next time somebody runs for office, maybe I'll be smarter about who the hell y'all vote for then. And stop falling for the society brainwash shit. Because I'm going to be honest, there's something wrong, like I said, when your Democrats spend more time trying to ruin a man than paying attention to the state that they're running. They run all the states that have the most poverty. Not doing shit about it because they're focused on Trump, just like you guys. Like I said, I don't like the guy. I don't hate the guy. He's just a guy, and I don't know him. So who am I to say, oh, I like him or I don't like him? I don't know him. We don't know him personally. We don't know what he does when he's not on camera. We don't know what he does behind closed doors. We don't know this shit. So focus on what's important, and then that's you. You, your family, and your foundation. That's it. Stop with the hate. It makes you look nasty. And a lot of y'all sound like fucking children having these tantrums and posting all this anti-Trump shit. Dude, you're distracted. And you're showing us, as the Awakened, that you still got a lot of growing to do. And it's actually showing us your true character. Your true colors. Y'all making it easier for us to clean our list. To clean our tribe. You know what I mean? Oh, if you are pro-Trump, unfriend me. Grow up. What are you, 10? You sound like a child. If you don't take my side, we're not friends no more. That's what you sound like. Get over it. And focus on what's important. Stop this bullshit. Stop the hate. Y'all still spreading hate. Oh, but I'm allowed to spread hate to him because it's just Trump. No, you're not allowed to spread hate at all in this path. That's the problem. That's what a lot of people are not understanding. We are not even allowed to spread hate to our enemies. Instead, we send them energy, or we pray for them, or we don't even pay attention to them or give them any kind of ounce of our energy. So if we can do that with regular people, why can't we do that with the president? Why are you wasting so much energy on him? It doesn't make any sense. That's all I'm saying. I love you guys. And wake up. Start vibrating high. Stop making this man or society or the Democrats bring you to a low vibration. Because I'm going to tell you right now, they're succeeding. They're already succeeding with the sheeps. Now they're succeeding with this community. And that's a threat. That's a threat that we're allowing the government to ruin this community. Wake up. Share this damn video, please, because I think some people need to know common sense and actually learn that there's more important things they can put their energy on with a positive than actually bashing and hating everybody. It's not healthy for you, boo-boo. It's not healthy at all. It's toxic. And people are going to want to get away from that. And you're going to end up alone. Alone and miserable. Okay? And I know nobody likes to be miserable. It's actually one of the worst feelings in the world for us. Okay? So stay vibrating high. Stop spreading the hate. Love each other. And ground. If you're that grouchy, go ground. Trust me, Gaia would love to help you. Okay? Stay woke.